Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me Jedi Master 98 back again with another Star Wars video. In today's Star Wars video we're going to take a look now at a couple of Star Wars books that I've recently picked up from my local Forbidden Planet store. And in today's Star Wars review we're going to be taking a look at two books. What I'm going to briefly do at the start of the video is just give you a brief look at two of them. I'm going to review one of them and then eventually review the other one in another video. So the books that we're going to take a look at today are these ones. It is Star Wars The Book of Sith, or Book of Sith, and also managed to pick up Star Wars The Jedi Path. Now these two Star Wars books are basically like the holy grails of the Sith and the Jedi. So you've got the Jedi Path, how the Jedi study and meditate, lightsaber construction and everything. And then obviously you've got the Book of Sith, which tells you everything about the Rule of Two and Master and Apprentice really. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at this one. We're going to take a look at the Star Wars Book of Sith. Like I just mentioned, in the next review we're going to take a look at Star Wars The Jedi Path. So let's get cracking on this review. So at the front, obviously you've got Star Wars Book of Sith. Got very nice Sith artwork on the front, which is very nice. Same with the back, just standard cover. You open her up, you've got a little text written by Luke Skywalker. Each recovered text has its own texture and size. We'll never know what the complete looks like. These pages are all that remain. So Luke Skywalker has written that himself, and also just popped out. You've got the Star Wars Book of Sith, Secrets from the Dark Side, just like a brief description that is at the back of the book, but for this sake I've just taken it out. So you've got a little note from Luke Skywalker, and also if you turn the other page you've just got like the main contents of it, prefaced by Darth Sidious. You've got like a brief note from Darth Sidious, and if you look at the book you've got like little comments on the side and up and down the pages from Luke Skywalker. It's just Palpatine talking about his days, like he joined, before I joined Darth Plagueis and began my apprenticeship, I collected dark side lore. He also mentioned about his skills, the Sith Order, the Rule of Two, and obviously this is a good one as well, Darth Bane's Rule of Two, a keystone of the Sith Order for centuries. He mentioned about during the Clone Wars my servant Count Dooku shared the book with Jedi agent Quinlan Vosk in an ill convenient efforts to lure and corrupt him. Count Dooku's failure is no longer important for my clone troopers that breach and eliminated Voss while carrying out Order 66. So basically mention about Order 66, Mother Talzin, the Night Sisters to Jedi, Order 66, Rule of Two. It's just basically all the stuff Count Dooku, Asajj Ventress, Dathomir, Darth Plagueis, like all the main key aspects of the Sith Empire and everything. Like basically these couple of pages literally just reveal and obviously tell you that Emperor Palpatine or Darth Sidious' plan to turn the galaxy into his own. So yeah, you've got major, not spoils, but major details with it. Exile and Arrival, there's one thing, I'm not Sith. We arrived here after a 100-year war that nearly toppled the Jedi Order. The Jedi, so confident in their triumph, did not execute us with lightsaber points at our backs. They marched us aboard the galleon that would take us into exile outside the Republic's borders. It's just basically Darth Sidious' insight on the Sith, and you've got some really nice textures as well. You've got some really nice artwork of the Sith as well, telling you all the major key points. You've got different parts as well. The 100-year darkness, like all these weird and mythical creatures from the Sith. What else? Proud people of the Sith. You've got like ancient temples, ancient warriors and ancient people and everything. Got some very nice texture, and obviously Sith holocrons and everything, weird creatures. Let's see, you've got a picture somewhere, where are we? Selecting an apprentice, basically how they go along to choose their apprentices and everything. Lightsaber construction, same with the Jedi. You've got different types of lightsabers as well that the Sith used, which is quite interesting. Lightsaber combat, other ones, Sith armour, like all the major key points for the Sith. Dark side combat, wild power, the Night Sisters, Mother Talzin and all that lot, the ancient Sith rules and how it came along, history of Dathomir, Night Sisters. You've got so many weird and dark side creatures. You've got like other parts of its world. It's just a brief period of everything, the weakness and everything, the false war that Palpatine wanted between the clones and the droid armies as well. Basically how Palpatine came to grips and basically forming the Galactic Empire in his own image, basically. The Book of Anger, and it's just basic parts of it, and obviously you've got Empire stuff, but even though it's the Book of Sith, you've got parts that Luke Skywalker have written in basically to try and discover how the Sith managed to rule the galaxy for many years. And yeah, so it's an excellent book. What I've briefly read of it so far, Star Wars: The Book of Sith, very nicely made. Like I mentioned, you've got secrets on the dark side. Over the centuries, the Sith Lords rose to power. Few recorded their philosophy and schemes to seize control of the galaxy. When they fell, their knowledge vanished, so it seemed. Their writings were passed among select Sith and even Jedi, who added their thoughts to the rare pages. In his quest for domination, Darth Sidious tracked down what remained of the 5 lost legendary dark side texts. Drawing from that knowledge, he wrote a 6 text, his own manifesto. These collected documents from the Book of Sith. With this book you can unleash the power and madness of the dark side. So yeah, it's just like a little brief thing about it, but the Book of Sith, I would highly recommend it if you're a massive Star Wars fan or a massive fan of the Sith. So it gives you your own philosophy and your own knowledge on how the dark side works. So that's been the Book of Sith from my local Forbidden Planet stores. Check them out online, see if you can buy yourself one of these, and if you're a Sith or a Jedi like myself, Jedi Master 98, be sure to buy them because you won't be disappointed. So thank you very much for watching this Star Wars review. I'll be back with many more Star Wars reviews very soon. If you want to see more of me on this channel, please don't hesitate to follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you very, very soon. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, have a nice day, and may the Force be with you.